Hi guys. Sorry, we're late. It's my technical issues yet again. It's amazing that my computer always works just fine until I try to go live. And then it decides it doesn't want to work. So, in the 40 minutes that I've tried to get this stupid thing set up, it has rebooted itself twice. My tablet has rebooted itself 3 times. And so we're back on my piece of crap laptop, and we're going to hope for the best. So we are here for week 25 of Marguerite Miller. And I realized that we ended last week the same way we did the week before, by not giving the prompts for this week.
Oops.
I was like, oh, we ended it the way we started it last week. So this week's prompts are a piece of map with ocean, an herb or fragrant plant, something mechanical, a piece of washi tape you rarely use, a sticker or rub-on, and bonus item is anything from the grocery store. So yeah, my tablet took flight over my head. It landed somewhere behind me. Cord and all. It was still plugged into the wall. Was still plugged in. Cord went with it.
Are we staying zoomed in? Is that because you're on your tablet? Okay.
Yeah.
Tablet.
Well, no, I'm back on the laptop.
Yeah, that.
Unless you want me to zoom back out.
Eh.
Oh, Anthony says something's weird with the chat. There it goes. Thank you for letting me know. I'm sure it's my POS.
Also, hi.
Yes. Hello. Been having fun catching your lives late. You know, I'm glad the last couple haven't been quite as late, so that I'm not like falling asleep during them. So because I'm working with a page out of a map, or a page out of a book, I'm gonna do like I've done before, and I'm gonna decorate outside my book, and then I'll glue it in when it's done. So this is a little trick. Anybody that's used napkins but doesn't really know what to do as far as getting your layers separated, I just use this seldom used washi tape here. Stick it down, and it'll either pull it apart like this, or it'll tear a little hole in there like that, and then you can pull them apart. When you're using your napkins on stuff, you want to make sure that you're using only the top layer. Otherwise, they're going to separate, and you're going to end up with no image where you thought you were going to have one. Yeah, yesterday was absolutely YouTube's fault. I was trying to go live, and I kept bumping into StreamYard, and it'd be like, YouTube is having a problem. This is usually temporary. Please try again in a few moments. I waited, tried again. YouTube is having a problem. Please wait. After 45 minutes, I finally said, forget it. I'm just going to record the dang video, because clearly YouTube was not able to pull their heads out yesterday. What I'm experiencing today, however, is 1000% my POS computer. I tried to open up my laptop, the tablet, and I was going to just run it off of there. And of course, it's been running and doing stuff all day today. And as soon as I try to hook it into StreamYard and go, suddenly it needs to reboot itself 3 times. And then shut off. That was when I threw it. Definitely over it at that point. So it just took flight. Yeah, by the time you went live, Anthony, it had fixed itself. In fact, by the time I finished recording my video and was starting to get it downloaded, it had fixed itself. My rub-on moved. All right, I will say I'm not a big fan of rub-ons for this very reason. I mean, see how hard I'm freaking rubbing on this thing, and 90% of it is still stuck on here. Hardly any of it actually came off and went where it was supposed to. Yay, first likes. Well, I still got you running the playlist over here on my other phone. So hopefully the 3 of you that are on that playlist are starting to see some movement. Oh, and I burned myself taking butter out of the oven.
Tis the day. Also, just noticed I never sent you the picture of mine from last week.
Duet. Oh yeah, you didn't. That's true. Someone's got to watch nearly 6 hours of stream. What do you mean? Just your weekday wind downs. 3 of those is over 6 hours, and I've got those on the playlist running 24/7. Among all of the bazillion other the phone just running. Huh? See, in fact, one of yours is going right now. So this phone, the screen hasn't turned off in almost 2 weeks. It just stays in my craft room, plugged in, with YouTube open and running. And the playlist going round and round and round and round. I mean, so I'm definitely playing more than 6 hours at a time. Oh, that, and only half a fishy came off. Last night was 5.5 hours, huh? Yeah, I kind of puttered out. Went to bed. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. Make sure I don't rub off one of these fish and put it on land. It's like, oh, I guess I should make sure that he's going actually in the water, huh?
To be a land fish, I suppose.
One of those 2U, sis? Is one of those 2 that are watching you?
Yeah.
Okay. We know who the other one is.
I like being able to read the chat.
Yeah, see, I just read it. I can read it through StreamYard.
Well, I can. It's just... Yeah, I can read it on StreamYard. No. No what?
No what?
Use my laptop to monitor chat while streaming. Yep, see, I'm streaming from the desktop and then watching on my phone. Or commenting on my phone. I just wrote the 6th. Dang it.
What?
I wrote June 6th instead of June 18.
Oh, well, you're a little off.
Just a little bit.
So things are still slow moving with the critters here.
Not today.
Not today. Yeah. Last night it was a 3-way chase. Lene decided to go venture into the bedroom, and Lola went chasing after her, which then, of course, Arrow was like, oh, yay! And Arrow took off chasing both of them. So,
Of course he did.
I mean, I can't really punish the cat for doing what she's doing, but he knows this cat is here. He knows that she lives here. So I was in here and didn't see it happen. Your dad just came in and said, huh, making, joke about it. And I'm like, if it were me, I'd have smacked him. Because he needs to learn that he's not to chase the cats. That's why Lola runs whenever anything moves, because he would chase her all the time when, we first got him. And now he leaves her alone unless she runs. So when I was looking for my washi tape that, I rarely use, which is, for me is all of it, I came across this one that came in one of the big the craft hauls that I got off of Marketplace. And I'm like, I think there's a spelling boo-boo. Because it says like peace, lovely, good luck, enjoy, best, trip, happiness. And then it says Tralver. Trallver. Tralver. I think that was supposed to say traveler. would be my guess.
That would be my best guess.
I'm like, Trowelver? What the heck is Trowelver? I'm like, huh, that could be why it was on Temu or Wish or wherever she got it from. Or it's that way because that's where she got it. I know she ordered a bunch of stuff from Temu because I'm like, oh, as I was going through the stuff, I'm like, I have that in my shopping cart. Or I already own that. So. In fact, I gotta feed my fish and feed my doggy on Temu. Can't forget to do that before 9. Are you working with a rub-on?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yours work better than the ones I have here?
I got them at the dollar store, so no.
The ones I have here are the ones that are they're yours.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah, I remember.
So far, every single one I've tried to use has been an experience. Beginning to think either rub-ons just really suck that bad, or just these ones.
Well, I got those secondhand from a secondhand place, so.
True.
What kind of food are you ordering?
The food I'm going to make later?
What kind?
Edible.
What?
The edible kind.
What is that?
The kind you eat.
Like, is it like the same thing as chicken nuggets?
It is definitely not the same thing as chicken nuggets.
What's
Chicken
the,
nuggets are edible, sort of.
What?
What's the taste?
Food?
What?
Well, hello to the couple people hanging out in the bushes.
Can I say hi?
Yeah.
In the bushes.
Hi.
Hi. Are you being a stinker face?
Yep.
Yeah. Why? Because why?
Cause I like being it.
You're not supposed to be a stinker face. You're supposed to be a good girl.
Yeah, because what happens when you're a good girl?
Hmm.
What happened today when you were, because you were being super good at Erica's and at school? What'd you get today for that?
Milkshake.
Oh,
You got a milkshake because we were Dutch Bros and I wasn't going to drink something and not get you anything.
Yeah.
That wasn't for being a good girl. That was just because it's Tuesday. What did you get for being good?
Cuts of candy. What?
What were you racing on earlier?
Paw Patrol on my Switch.
Paw Patrol on your Switch.
Laura, Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
Laura,
She asked you a
Minnie.
question.
What?
Good job. Said you were playing Paw Patrol on your Switch?
Yeah.
Hi, Jasmine.
Stop. Stop. Please.
That's not being very good.
Yep. I gave her a choice because I was sitting there watching her try to play Roblox on her tablet, and that thing might as well be from the 90s. So I gave her a choice. I was like, you've been really good. Do you want me to invest in a new tablet, or do you want your own Switch? And she chose her own Switch. So I got her one of the little the cheaper ones.
Oh, that's cool. You're right, Anthony. It doesn't have to be food to be edible. Like, Tide Pods are edible, apparently.
Don't tell her that. She might try.
I already heard her.
Oh, you know what? I don't have? My prompts, which
Careful doing that. It looks like you're flipping people off.
don't even know where they're at.
That is owl.
They're under my mouse. I did not leave a
Can I
pocket
help
for.
you?
I'm done.
Are you getting me a tattoo? Are you? Is this my tattoo?
Yep.
Look, Grandma. I got a tattoo now.
Cute.
My mom draw this on me.
Drew.
Drew.
Put my middle finger up.
No, don't put your middle finger up.
Why?
Because it's bad. Well, not only did I forget about my prompts, but I clearly forgot about it while I was preparing because I didn't even account for a pocket.
No. You gotta move your head. I can't see.
There's not even a pocket. There's a 4 there. There is a 4 there. I swear it.
I can't see. Thank you.
Lick my finger.
Cute.
It's a little me.
Auntie and Anthony, say hi.
Hey, Dylan and Uncle AJ.
Hi.
What is a Steam Deck?
Can you put something in my shirt?
No, I was fixing your tag.
Oh.
Did you put something in my shirt?
What's that?
My printer.
It pulls out paper.
No. It's just doing
Pulls
printer
out.
things.
Oh, gaming system. Yeah. See, foreign language.
Is that the one where you can just push a button and it automatically starts the stream for you? Be careful, dude. Well, I guess there's multiple. You know what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna stream while you game, it makes sense to invest in,
Probably.
something that's designed for that. Are you done creating? I see your gears. I see all your gears.
I am donezo.
Okay, me too. So a
Pretend I
piece
didn't
of,
hear that.
you're gonna pretend you didn't hear what?
All the stuff falling off my desk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A piece of map with ocean.
I have the world map going on there.
Okay. I have kind of the Micronesia, Polynesian islands because I've been talking about Guam a bit lately, and with some people, and so Guam is right here. This itty bitty tiny itty bitty little itty speck of a dot right here, sandwiched between Japan, which is up here, and Australia, which is right here. And then there's a little close up of the island of Guam. That was also there.
Like a switch, but not.
Tower's more powerful.
Yeah. I like my Switch. People can say what they want, but I don't regret getting that thing. Yeah, Little Nightmares 3 just released, and I'm excited, but I have to beat the first 2 before I buy the third one.
Good plan. An herb or other fragrant plants.
So I have in my backgrounds here, I don't know what you'd call them, ledger lists of different herbs. Also didn't trim my paper. Oops. Oh well. There,
Oh,
those are my background papers.
just fold it over to the next page.
Yep.
Get a start on the next page. I took out this lavender plant off of one of my napkins.
Ironic.
Well, I did that because, this is the only way that I can enjoy lavender without dying. It's right here in a napkin as a piece of paper. You got the love mine too, but I have the cheap one. Yeah, I'm not a gamer. I don't do the game systems.
Yeah, that's what I got for Mini-Me was the light. She got it in pink, and she got it from Mr. Tim, who she has not seen in a while, so she was really excited.
Pink?
Yeah, I know.
Is she turning into a girl on us?
Oh, I know. I think her sister's finally catching up with her.
Something mechanical. I see that we both went with gears.
Gears.
A piece of washi tape you rarely use?
I have this really ugly green sparkly ice cream cone thing. I don't... It was literally so unused, I had to find the beginning of it on the roll because I'd never opened it. But it's sparkly.
It's sparkly. So I took my one piece and I split it in half. So down here says my best traveler trip. And then up there says peace and happiness. But I don't use a lot of washi tape. So finding one that I rarely used kind of meant just reach in the door and grab something because it's all rarely used. Oh, yeah. That hurts. I went to grab the 9x13 pan out. And I reached, to grab the handles and right on the wire rack.
Yep. I just have a bruise.
So yeah, I'm getting a nice little blister going there.
I'm slowly determining that wearing a metal bracelet at work is not a smart idea.
Probably
Never
not.
had this issue when it was on my right hand, but I had to take it off for the tattoo, and now I don't know where the key is.
So a sticker or a rub-on? I should have just stuck with the stickers.
I have a leaf, an apple, and a teddy bear with a flower. Oh, and these stupid gold things that don't work.
Were they all rub-ons, or did you mix and match rub-ons with stickers?
Mix and match.
That's what I should have done.
A cute little sticker.
Because, yeah. I keep trying to give these a try, and I keep just getting really frustrated with them, but...
To be fair, Jasmine, by the way, going back to the Switch, I have the OLED, so I have no room to talk, but I wasn't about to buy one of those for a 6-year-old. Well, she got a cute little pink one. Does the same thing, except you can't remove the controllers. Like mine docks, hers just plugs in. Like there's slight differences, but it's basically the same thing. About $300 cheaper.
Well, definitely when you're talking about a 6-year-old then.
Yep. I mean, the only reason I have one is because it was sold to me for a price too good to pass up.
Right.
Dock is broken. Oh, that sucks. I'm honestly surprised my dock has lived this long.
Agreed. Agreed. So what is your item from a grocery store?
Okay, so mine are kind of secretive here, but underneath my pocket, this is the pocket for my prompts, or I guess what I should say is the pocket, is a receipt from a grocery store, but it's also covered in a bag from a grocery store, and then this little
I
logo.
I see the Walmart
The
logo.
little logo that I totally didn't just cut out of the same bag that I made the pocket out of. But it looks cute there.
Absolutely. And it ties the blue in of your ocean. Kind of pulls that blue across.
When husband and mom bought mine for me for Christmas. Yep. And yes, the dollar store, I count the dollar store because they sell groceries. It doesn't make them a grocery store, but I'm going to count it.
Yeah.
But this cracks me up because our logo is not blue, it's yellow, but whatever.
You're right.
See what it is after the remodel.
I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it. I have a tiny little bit of a receipt. I don't even know. I mean, it was mine. Table 27. Oh, technically it's not a grocery store. It's from a restaurant. I just grabbed a receipt off the table.
That's fine.
It's from Clarette's in Walla Walla.
I love that place.
I know. So yeah, I just tore off like my credit card number that's on this piece. And then the store information. So just a little piece of that was a $48 breakfast.
Yep. So worth it though.
It was. I have to go back and talk to my ghost. Like, dude. Make sure we take a listener.
Yeah. I might bring my iPad. Like those things have ridiculous microphones on them.
Because the expense, Jasmine? Because you're so expensive?
Maybe it's because there's ghosts.
Ghosts is no reason to not go to a restaurant.
Look, not everybody's as weird as we are.
That's a reason to go.
Some people are afraid of ghosts or something. Like,
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I was gonna say it. Dang it! I was setting it up. I know you like ghosts, Jasmine.
So what I got this day? So I bought breakfast because there's a bacon and cheddar omelet, a Mexican omelet, and 2 hot chocolates. So it was clearly a day that we went when Minnie was with her dad.
Yep.
Because there's only 2 breakfasts on there.
I think that was our first trip.
It was on Halloween 2023.
Okay, so not our first trip.
I am not like you can see it because my camera that's supposed to zoom doesn't adjust when I bring things to it. It doesn't unblur ever. But that's funny. We're talking about ghosts and stuff, and it's like, we went there on Halloween.
Heck yeah.
Good little restaurant. So just, because Sam and I are really the only ones that know the story. The first time her and I went there, and it was like, we woke up and it was like, let's go find something to eat. And we just kind of Googled breakfast places or something. And so we ended up in this little tiny hole in the wall restaurant, little diner. And they set us kind of sort of in the back down at the end of there's booths down one side and there was a couple tables down the other side of the aisle, but it was like down a long hallway. And we were a second table from the end, and my back was facing the back window. And I kept hearing something over my left shoulder. And it's like, I kept hearing it, and I kept looking, and I'm like, finally I asked her, I go, is there anybody sitting behind me? Because I couldn't remember if there was anybody there when we sat down. And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I keep hearing a man's voice, like right here, right behind my head. So it's like, okay, Mr. Ghosty. So as we were leaving, I said, thank you for the company, but please stay here. And the waitress looked at me like, what? So each time we went back, I'm like, we need to sit back there. We gotta go sit back there so I can go talk to my friend.
Yeah, just start calling them over. Come here, little goat.
Well, yeah, and it was just it was one of those things where it was late enough in the day that most places stopped serving breakfast, but we still wanted breakfast. And we didn't want to go to like Applebee's or Sherry's. So it was like, oh, what else is around? And all of our favorite place that we used to go get breakfast is no longer in business. So,
and I think our Sherry shut down anyway. It's okay. They weren't very good.
None of the Sherry's are any good.
Yeah. They're still on DoorDash, but the building's closed down. So I don't know.
The only thing that was ever good about Sherry's was their hash browns and their pie. You're right. The pies were good too. And being able to get a pie flavored milkshake.
Yes.
But as far as food goes, the only thing I ever liked there was their hash browns.
Yeah, they were pretty mediocre. Their food, I mean, and their service and their prices.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, our Denny's is still open. The one in Richland. I think our Sherry's in Kennewick or on Columbia Center. I don't know. I think that's still Richland. Across from the mall. They closed.
I think that is Kennewick.
The Denny's on 395 is still open.
And yes, they are. I got to sit at the bar.
Down here. Yeah. You're down from us.
People working there were iffy. Yeah. Yeah, they were.
But I just read in the paper, there was an article, the owners of Spud Nuts is opening a second location in Kennewick.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, well, like your dad was saying, hopefully that means that they don't go to crap like most places do when they open up a second. But I'm like, considering they're the only one anywhere in the United States, I would hope that they would have a little more pride in their second location.
Yeah. Than
your standard business, because, you're the only one left in the U.S. So, but yeah, I was that, I don't know, like maybe 2 weeks ago, the article came out, and there's a cheesemonger that's opening up in Prosser.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, your dad just sent me he took a picture of it in the business journal or whatever that he gets at work.
Mm-hmm.
Showing me that there's like a cheesemonger that's closer than Leavenworth. Yes, please. Then I have to find cheese that I can eat. Speaking of which, I made not dairy free, like gluten-free macaroni and cheese for dinner tonight. And I was like, is it even still macaroni and cheese if I made it with something other than elbow macaroni?
I think the noodles, are what make it macaroni. So you ended up just having cheese pasta.
I mean, if I made it with linguine noodles, what is it?
Linguine? I don't know. And yes, Jasmine, that place needs to open already.
California burrito, huh?
Yeah, we're getting a new. They're claiming to be authentic Mexican, but we all know what that means. But as long as they're better than Taco Bell,
Americanized Mexican food.
Yeah, nothing will beat Mi Pueblitos though. They're my favorite Mexican restaurant.
Linguine and cheese, and that and of course I've got a bunch of cheese that in the refrigerator that it's like I have to make it me friendly now. And so it was fresh mozzarella, mascarpone cheese, some Parmesan, and some feta.
Oh, God, I miss feta cheese.
And I melted it and made a cheese sauce, popped it in the oven, baked it for 15 minutes, sprinkled it with gluten-free breadcrumbs, baked it for another 15 minutes. Oh my God, it was so good. And very, very creamy, because so as not to waste all of my milk, because it called for 3 cups of milk, I used half and half for most of it. So it was very creamy. I'm like, oh, it's going to sit like a rock in the gut, though. And
I'm about to forget how to use words, apparently. About to make macaroni and cheese with lactose-free milk that I've never used before, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
I would think it would be fine, but, you know, your cheese is going to have lactose in it.
Nope, I buy lactose-free cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would be more concerned about the cheese than I would be the milk. I would do a test to see if the cheese is even going to melt.
Yummy. But cheese, though. I don't give up cheese. I don't care how lactose intolerant I get. I'm not giving up cheese.
I know. And for me, it's not about the lactose. It's about the the histamine reaction that I'm avoiding. Cheesy.
Speaking of food allergies, I had a glass of lemonade the other day, and I put a big old fat lemon wedge in it. And it made my tongue feel spiky. And I was like, I swear, if that woman made me allergic to lemons, I'm gonna throw hands.
I can't do citrus. I've lost citrus already.
I've never had that reaction before. And I kept I was talking to my friend, and I was like, yeah, my tongue feels spiky. And she's like, what? I was like, it felt like I was like chewing on fiberglass. Like there was a bunch of stuff in my mouth just poking my tongue. I'm like, that's new.
Well, if it ends up being just a histamine intolerance, like mine is, unfortunately, the only treatment is daily medication.
Yeah, I'll live.
Daily, you'd have to take daily antihistamines, so daily allergy meds.
I'll suffer, and I'm already on daily allergy meds.
Well, but in order for it to deal with the histamine intolerance, you have to take like 3 times the label amount.
I legitimately thought you were about to say 3 times the lethal dosage, and I'm like, I probably had pineapple in it. Rude. It was just regular lemon. It was just a lemon, but everything's so cross-contaminated lately. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a pineapple lemon.
Yeah. I said or you're losing citrus.
That ain't gonna happen.
And Jasmine, I would say you're probably correct.
See, she's the get up and go lactose. I'm the it's been a couple days lactose.
Yeah, your brother's
the get
up and go as well.
I get a couple days, and then it's like, oh, and then I'm not off the bathroom for the entire day.
For some, it makes it so you can't go, and for others, it makes it so you can't stop.
Mm-hmm. Or you can always say what my coworker says: how can you be lactose intolerant? Just buck up and tolerate it. And yes, he says it to be facetious, not being serious.
I am tolerating it. That's why I still eat it. I'm tolerating the consequences, damn it.
Yeah. There's just some things, cough, cheese, that are just worth it.
Yeah. And Jasmine, honestly, if all it does is makes you have to use the restroom, you're probably more intolerant than allergic, and there's not really any tests for intolerance other than elimination. You know, don't eat it, and if you feel good and then eat it and you don't, there's your answer. Because unless you're like truly allergic to it, it's not going to show up on a test. And if you were truly allergic to it, you would have way more symptoms than just a bathroom problem.
Mine is simply a bathroom problem.
Because yeah, if it was a full allergy, you'd have the, you know, the system wide. You'd have itchy throat. You'd have, you know, all of that good fun stuff going along with it. But I would guess probably just a good old-fashioned lactose intolerance. And in answer to your question, Anthony, up there about Tillamook cheese, I would love to use Tillamook cheese. We do use Tillamook cheese. I wish that was my solution. Problem is that the histamine intolerance makes it so I can't eat aged cheeses anymore. So I can't eat cheddar, period, without having a reaction.
Nope. Give up, get a new one.
A new one, what?
You're the best.
Yep, I can't have aged, smoked, or cured cheeses.
A new system is what I...
Oh, yeah, I'd love to be able to get a new system.
Same, bro.
Okay, so you ready to go over next week's? Yes, Jasmine, I'd say lactose intolerant. At minimum. There may be other things at play, but if you notice that every time you eat something dairy, you have issues, that would be a good guess. And to really rule that out, go like 3 or 4 days without eating any dairy. And if you don't have any problems, and then you eat something with dairy, and you do, you have your answer.
Now mine won't focus.
I know, normally you focus. So week 26, a leftover art scrap in your workspace.
There it goes.
I'm like scanning. Brand does have a lot to do with it too, correct, Anthony? Sheet music. I got that. Rubber stamping in any color other than black. I got that. A retro household product.
Can I use my microwave?
A mushroom or a toadstool. Bonus is a bell or bells.
I have a retro microwave and a retro toaster. Well, it's not retro, but it's...
You're just going to snap pictures of it?
My modernized retro. That's what I would call my toaster.
Will I think about this again before next week? 2 hours before I have to go live? Probably not.
Oh, I won't either. Don't worry. I'm going to last minute it like I always do.
I try not to, but I probably will. Well, Jasmine, both of my kids had lactose issues since they were young kids, and I was fine until I was pregnant with Sam.
You're welcome.
I lost my ability to handle lactose when I was pregnant, and they say, oh, you know, one in every 50 women don't get it back. I would be the one.
Yeah, I kind of always had problems with milk, but it was pretty strictly milk. It wasn't until I was pregnant with Mina that I started having problems with all dairy.
I can still do eggs, but, you know, without a problem, but everything else causes me issues.
Okay, to be fair, all food pretty much causes you issues, so.
That's true. That is true.
What do you eat? Water.
But not in a bottle.
Well, okay, plastic bottles are gross anyway. They're better in glass bottles.
So if I drink from a plastic bottle, then I get a corn exposure.
Somebody told me to drink from the tap yesterday, and I'm like, ew, I can taste all the minerals in the water? No, thank you.
I said that once, and they're like, "But you drink soda, and that's
You
not
can't get the
chemical,
minerals.
and that's
There's
not
no-
chemically." I'm like, "No, soda tastes like soda. Water should taste like water. Water should not taste like chemicals. Soda
Yeah.
does not taste like chemicals. It tastes like soda."
I just don't like being able to taste all the water should not have a taste. Water should taste like, yeah, like you said, water.
See, and there's got to be some genetic thing there that we can all taste water.
Well, and keep in mind, I'm also the rarity that can taste food coloring, which is not supposed to be a thing that people can do.
And hear colors.
We're just special.
You hear the lights, and
I do hear electricity, yes.
so yeah, we're unicorns. Same way, Anthony, you can taste food coloring, or you hear electricity. You definitely have a heightened sense of taste, for sure. Yes, that helps.
All of the above. The electricity one bothers me because I can't have anything plugged in next to my bed. But I can always tell when somebody's TV is on in the next room.
Well, there's a plus, for when she's supposed to be not have her TV on.
In the roomie. I always know when his TV's on.
If she ever tries to be sneaky, be like, nope.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for popping in, but I need to go potty.
Now I need to make dinner.
And dinner. You kind of had a little accent there.
I need to make dinner.
So, join us next week. Gather your supplies. Those on the replay crew, gather your supplies and come play with us next week.
Hard to find red velvet that I like.
And we will talk to you in the next video.
Yep. I prefer velvet over velour, though. That'll be what I'll leave that on. Also, Tuesday Twiddles.
What?
Bree's talking
Bye,
about
Moose.
cute.
It all tastes like...
Oh, food dye, yep.
How much food are you making?
You'll know when I make it.
Can I stay here?
Not on that.
Bye, Moose. You be a good girl.
Yeah, right.
Hey, where's Carl?
He's still a king.
Ta-da! Bye, Carl.
But he lost his gem.
Uh-oh. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Tuesday Doodles.
Tuesday Doodles.